pitch, and he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia State. This D. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's right. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10 from their own 10. Wants to throw. It's Morris. Pressure coming. Bulls his way forward. And a sack all the way back at the 5. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
These quarterbacks are man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. Turns it on down. Ball is free. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to pass. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. White wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Morris. Trying to... He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get it.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll go to the air. Coming after him. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Georgia State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? too much speed, couldn't catch him, gets in the end zone for 6.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense.
He tries to take the top off. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Penn State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities, and look at him run by the way.
On the move from it, got down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Panthers! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Motion from the offense. The give. He goes airborne and he's in there for the two-point conversion. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's right. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. At the 20. He's at the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I like you're backed up towards the end zone and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play. And do they ever? 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. Gets it out fast. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Judkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll immediately call timeout. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Went to the running game on first down, now 2nd down. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense in an empty set. Back to pass, it's Morris. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. These corners backing off a bit. Fast motion from the offense. Looking for room. It's Alexander. Still on his feet at the 45. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Finds the tight end. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. To the air, it's Morris. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. takes over, ready to send out the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Shotgun snap on third down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that pass intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that.
Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Oh, he's going to go up top. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. To throw, it's Milrow. Buys a little time with his feet. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, running back on the move. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense not showing press coverage. The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's off to the races. At the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
On a sweet spin, and he's free. It's a fumble. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Colorado. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And that's not how you draw it up. But how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. this offense. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Makes his connection. Touchdown, Georgia State. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Offense in a bunch formation. Fires the pass, intercepted. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed. They stripped it out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Pressure coming.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking down the middle. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bucks.
Yo.
This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board. There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff.
I don't know if you can hear me, but Wasipsis.
Get that squiver inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Oh no, I didn't hear you. I'm chilling.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. Fires in.
How's the games?
The traffic and it's picked off. Going the other way and he's got, and the ball's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep
open runway ahead. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about
Which team is yours?
Get a big game.
Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Colorado! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next
Georgia State.
yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than
In the
you.
red triangle.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Metal yellow first red. I don't know why the mic not working.
Returns to the field. The option look. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job.
It's okay, I'm just gonna sit back and watch and chill.
There's always football on the bad pitch. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're defense and you swarm the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. He's going for the big play. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense.
Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Right back to it. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd.
Colorado 35, Georgia State 21.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Back to pass, it's Ward. And they get the sack just like that. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's intercepted. to maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you. But we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
To the air, it's Klubnik. This time it's complete. Turns it on in midfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing.
Snags it into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for 2. Trying to surge it in. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. 1 minute left to play. Plenty of time if they can recover this onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On the run, fires downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, we're finding a one.
Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bucks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Colorado, 41. Georgia State, 29.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Yay, chat, we're fried.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning.
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. They get him down
Face
at the
purple crying.
34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Nice but still SMH.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Escapes trouble. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.
GGS. E.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense set for a first down play. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll try the right side. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's rising. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it for.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Open space at the 25. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
He'll pull it down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And back to the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Georgia State jumps back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. And the ball is intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Floating away. He's looking on the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Pulls it in. It's Burden. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to power their way ahead. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. On the move is the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown tie.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. Running with power. Bounced right back to them.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo
Touchdown.
card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Hit hard from the 39. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great...
The right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to...
He hurls one deep down the left side.
Intercepted.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Judkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own. And he coughs it up inside the 20. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And, dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just
What up?
He's loose. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother, shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point puts them up by
Wassif
a field
Barney.
goal. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with
Hello.
a long run for the touchdown. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Alabama offense. They
Touchdown.
forced this defense with an
Mike chopped
explosive
Oren.
passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's knocked down in the backfield.
Can we get Dartmouth going or no?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw, it's rising. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd down, going up top. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come a little short of the 1st down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction.
I don't know if I want to know what that is.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive
The
last
college.
time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Norton. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
Maybe.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Power football with the run. That's a 20.
Let's
He's
go
got
up.
space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's rising. Quickly complete. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
He is smashing people. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. A first down run in the red zone. The defense will use a timeout and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Looking to throw. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he's out of bounds, short of the goal line. He almost found a way to convert that fake.
That keeps the score Alabama 27, Georgia State 17.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Touchdown, Panthers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need
Clutch
some miracles
TD.
to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first
Agreed.
guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is...
Azar GG.
You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very...
Still a good TD though. Preach we finna get one more in for the night. The queues are getting longer, plus I gotta fix this mic issue.
Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Fires to the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just...
One more, I guess.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out of the line.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. First down here for the offense. The give to the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. nowhere to go with the football.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Ward. Right down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia State. What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered right.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They go to the ground. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving at 27 yards. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
Looking for a crease. It's Judkins. Smashes through.
Great team defense on that run here. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. White going to attack through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game. And you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet. Get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Puts him in the spin cycle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Off he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. He'll try to tack on one more. White, forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Good, solid tackle.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Georgia State 20, West Virginia 0.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that
GG's, we done went 2-2 today. I'ma be on later if you I, and here Scottier, and thanks for watching y'all. Love you sis.
Wait a minute. Can chat hear me now? If so, I'm about to blow a gasket. I ain't gonna lie to you, guys. I'm gonna blow a gasket.
Lol.
Yeah, I just figured it out. My bad, sis. I ain't gonna lie. Appreciate you for sliding through though. Probably be on later.
Love you.
Alright, love you too. Everybody else that slid through, man. Appreciate y'all folks, man.